hopefully you enjoyed that video sample on the LG G6. The resolution of that video, 1440 by 2560. The video quality on this side of things looked great, and the audio sounded awesome. Now, this part of the video is going to lead into my 54 days of owning the G6, almost 2 months. So I'll be in the car talking about this device in the areas that are necessary for me as a consumer to have on any smartphone, let alone the G6. And then I'm going to talk about other areas. So watch that, and then at the end, it's going to go into an audio sample with the G6. Playing a couple tunes right here in the park. You can hear all the beautiful sounds of nature out here. You got some cars rolling on by over there. Every once in a while, a train goes by, planes overhead. But I'm going to play some music, turn the volume all the way up, and we're going to see what the G6 can do in this situation out here in a park where it's really, really beautiful. And you're going to let me know at the end what you think. And if you still haven't gotten the device, maybe this may help you make that choice. Maybe not. Maybe you already got your mindset on something else. But anyway, thanks for watching the beginning, this part, into the next part. 54 days of owning the G6, and then the audio sample. Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13, the LG G6 on the dash of my car, shooting this video in 1080p front facing cam. Sitting in my car at the park on a beautiful, beautiful day. And I wanted to tell you what this device has been like for me 54 days later, almost 2 months. Now, if you remember, we did a live unboxing. Man, had a lot of fun doing that. Since then, I've put up quite a few videos using the LG G6. I did a full review, a detailed review. Well, how I do detailed reviews, at least. I'm going to leave a link for that video down below in the description area if you want to check out a little more about the G6 than what I'm going to cover here. I'm just going to tell you from a consumer's point of view what the device has been like for me. And I'm going to tell you right now, 650 smacks from T-Mobile, thumbs up. It works great for me. And I'm hoping if you have this device that it's doing well for you where you live, especially when it comes to connectivity, especially when it comes to phone call quality, messaging, which works for me. I'm just hoping it does that for you. And if you don't have this device and you're thinking about it, that's why I'm doing this video. Okay? Right now, $500 at T-Mobile. Like I just said, I got it for 650 smacks. Am I mad about that? Not really. No, because it was worth every penny for me as a YouTube reviewer and a consumer. So, the one thing that I'm super stoked about this device 2 months later is I can tell you call quality messaging is still there. Battery life, which 5 to 5.5 hours heavy usage, moderately it's going to get you another 45 minutes to an hour depending on what you do. Again, you know there's many variables into that. This is just through my experiences with this device almost 2 months later, 54 days in owning this device. It's got to have those other areas covered. Okay, because if it's not, you got to find a device that's going to work for you when it comes to call quality messaging, and especially battery life. So heavy usage, 5.5 hours, give or take, depending on what I'm doing. Totally stoked. It's working for me. I wanted to purposely shoot this video using it so you could see the quality and what you're getting. And I'm going to show you a little bit of rear video. I'm going to show you a time-lapse video as well. I'm going to edit all this together so you can get a little more information to add to your homework if you have not picked up this device and you're still considering it, especially since now we have the S8, S8 Plus. Since they just announced the HTC U11, the follow-up to the HTC 10, which should be a solid device, a device that I've already pre-ordered, so be looking forward to that. And there's a lot of other devices to be looking at, whether budget from the Moto lineup, mid-range from the Moto lineup, Sony coming out with a lot of devices, and devices from last year that have dropped in price. Right now, you can pick up a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge for 460 or 70 smacks over at T-Mobile. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, there's a lot of devices to be considering. And we're going down into a point where the OnePlus 5 is going to be dropping. Okay, and I know a lot of you are looking at that device. You got the Sony Xperia XZ Premium coming, which is going to be a spendy device. So, as we go further into the year, you're going to have a lot of solid devices, a lot of different price points, and a lot of different crazy killer specs on these devices. But now that I got the phone call quality, battery life, and messaging, all the stuff that you really need on a device out of the way, which this device, thumbs up, solid, very solid. I'm going to turn on a little bit of the air here, man. A little stuffy. Performance with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 is amazing. Sometimes you get a device from an OEM that just builds a device not just aesthetically solid, but they put everything else together and optimize it just right, where you're not even going to tell if you have one specific processor to the other processor. You're not going to tell the difference. Now, I have the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, which has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835, and that was a fluid device, as is the LG G6. But I couldn't tell the difference between the two when I was going from page to page, when I was web browsing, when I was going into the folders or going into the apps. I couldn't really tell the difference. The S8 Plus was as solid as the LG G6 is to me right now in performance, in whatever I was throwing at the S8 Plus as what I'm throwing at the LG G6 right now. No issues whatsoever in that area. I'm super stoked, for me personally, that LG has come out with this device, the G6, to bring redemption in through the experience that I had with the LG G5. And that, again, is a personal topic. I did not have a great experience with that device. The idea of modularity on that device was a great idea. It just didn't pan out. How it's actually working for the Lenovo Moto Z lineup. It's working for them. It didn't work for the LG G5. Whether it was aesthetically, whether it was the modularity, because it wasn't performance and it wasn't the cameras. That device was awesome when it came to those two areas. And battery life, call quality, and messaging as well. It just aesthetically had some quality control issues, and the modularity just didn't pan out for LG. So I was really concerned about bringing in the G6. But grace abounds, redemption. Yes, they did it with the G6. They did it with the G6. For my 650 smacks as a consumer, I couldn't be any happier. I couldn't be any more stoked in what I'm getting out of this device. In 2017, when we want the latest and the greatest, it's got to be there, right? No, it does not. It does not. You can get a lot of joy out of a device that has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 in it, man. The 625 is a dominant powerhouse processor. It was done right. When it's done right and a lot of care and time goes into a device in the way it needs to, it doesn't matter if it's 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 2, 3, 4, as long as it's done right. The G6 was done right. As a consumer, and sure, I'm a YouTube reviewer. I get a lot of devices in hand. This device, 54 days later, 2 months almost, is solid. It's a winner. It's a winner. You cannot go wrong. Just can't. So if you're still doing your homework and you want to know from my perspective, has anything changed when it comes to functionality with this device, with the performance of this device, with the necessities of this device? No, it has not changed at all. At all. From day one, 54 days later, almost 2 months, nothing has changed. I have no regrets in sending back my Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. In the back of my mind, it's still there that I should bring it back in and review it again, because I just didn't get enough out of it, because I was frustrated with a certain specific area that I really need as a YouTube reviewer when it comes to creating content. That's still lingering there. But having this device justifies everything that I've done in decision making in 2017 and what I've brought in and what I don't have up to this point. Now, things are going to get exciting and they're going to get better as we roll along. But this device is going to be there on that journey with me as other devices start coming in. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So, from my perspective, my opinion, in every day of using the LG G6, from day one to today, 54 days later, everything's still the same. No regrets, no remorse. Redemption. This device is exciting. It's worth the $500 right now that you can get it from T-Mobile. And do your homework. Other carriers may have a great deal going on right now too. Totally worth looking into. Or you can wait. I'll be adding a few little extras on this video so you can check out some of the areas that this device really does well. And something to be considered. 54 days later, almost 2 months, bam. Couldn't be any happier. Hey everybody, have a great day. I'm gonna go take a little walk around the park. It's gorgeous out. Till my next video, this is my Project 13. You are my Project 13. God bless. Peace. I am out. Because it is nice out there. I'm gonna finish off my water. Sounding good. All right, I'm at the park with my LG G6. You can see it right there on my flexible tripod. I got a couple tunes ready to go, free royalty music, so I don't get myself in trouble with YouTube. What we're gonna listen for, especially here in the outdoors. So this is not in my car where I usually do some of these tests. You can hear the train, or in my man cave, my YouTube studio. This is outdoors with a lot of traffic going on over here. Birds are chirping. There's a lot of little critters running around. There's actually a little playground over there as well. And you can see that this is actually a baseball field for a lot of folks that just want to come play baseball or softball. It's not designated to any specific team in the local area. Anybody can come and use this park, and it's awesome. There's a lot of free land here. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to play a couple tunes because I want you to listen to the audio quality of not just the loudness of the LG G6, but the quality of what you're getting with the one single firing speaker on this IP68 water resistant device. Now remember, that means that there's a coating, a membrane inside that specific area to keep liquid out. That should prevent the quality of the audio to not be as good as it should. Okay, it should be down here somewhere, but instead it's up here. And if you own this device, let me know down below what you think, because I'm telling you, it's pretty darn loud for having that coating, that membrane inside that specific area of that one single firing speaker. So I'm pretty stoked on that. I'm gonna let you listen, especially with all this noise going on. What a better way to test out the LG G6. So here we go. I'm gonna turn it all the way up. So you can't see very much. A lot of glare going on. And you can see as I move the LG V20 around, I'm using the multi-view window feature. Got standard wide angle mode. Hit over by the trees, there's a lot of shade. I block out the sun. Then I come back around and digging this feature. Anyway, listen. And that is all the way up. What a gorgeous day. So there you go. You let me know what you think. The LG G6, the audio quality. Not too bad, huh? Not too bad. You're out here with your family, you're having a picnic, you're playing some ball, you're running around, you got your G6 out, you're pumping up some sounds through that one single firing speaker. Bam! Your kid comes along, hits the picnic table, dumps over a soda all over the G6, and you're like, no problem, man. You take a cloth, you wipe it down, you turn the music back on, you're set to go. Peace. I'm out.